Welcome back everybody, Automotive Inc. Today we're going to go over 9 features on your Chevy Silverado or Sierra that you may not know existed. Before we get started, make sure you smash the subscribe button, helps the small channel out, thumbs up and notification bell. And keep in mind, you want to stay till the very last one, because I bet there's one that nobody knew that existed. All news to me. Alright, before we get going, let's pop the hood. Now that we've got that hood popped open, so a hidden feature you may not know that Chevy has is jump starting. So we just ran into this a while back while this was in the body shop getting the hail fixed, and they decided to jump my battery off of the negative terminal here, and they popped this cap off and tried jumping it off of the mega fuse block right there, and that causes big problems, so don't do it. Now you can see that you can barely get onto this stud right back here. It's kind of hidden back here. You got to take this cover off, but it's right here that you can get to a stud. But the proper way to jump your GMC truck is even if you only have one battery, look for this stud, guys. This you may not think is such a fazzle-dazzle hidden feature, but Chevy gives you a little cover right here. Pop it open, and there is your positive jump point for jump starting your vehicle. Don't use any other creative ways of doing it. That is it. Now for the next feature, we're going to the back of the truck. If you have a Multiflex tailgate and you have an upper gate here, and you don't want to spend the cash to actually get that B&W that drops out of the way, or even if you haven't and you forget to take the ball out, we all know that dropping this gate right here and then dropping the upper gate will put a dent in that upper gate because of the ball system. So you can actually disable this, especially if you're a conventional tower most of the time. I'm going to show you how to do it. For this, the feature is you're going to need your key fob, and you're going to need about 7 seconds of your time. You're going to come up here. This has to be within 7 feet. Push and hold this for 7 seconds. And you'll see your lights flash. And now the upper gate button is disabled. You'll just see your lights flash when you try and do it. And so now you can just use your regular gate, and you don't have to worry about pushing that upper gate button to disable that feature. Reverse it, hold this for 7 seconds. Should see the lights flash again. And that way you don't have to worry as much about dropping that upper gate on your ball and putting a nice new dent in there. So pretty cool. Next feature is, heaven forbid this bad boy goes dead, you can use this remote to still start the truck. All you got to do is take your key fob right here. If you have bucket, you're going to drop it in your side console pocket here, and it should start. If you have the bench with the under seat storage, open that upper console, flip up the bottom console, and your remote will go in the back side of that center console. Now the next features you may not know that you have, and from the factory they're typically turned on all for safety, is Chevy's buckle to drive. So you get in, you need to move the trailer, and you don't want to buckle your seatbelt. Won't shift, right? And you don't know what the heck's going on. You need to go into your vehicle settings over here. You're going to need to go into vehicle. Tap your actual vehicle settings, and right here is buckle to drive. Chevy actually puts in, along with GMC, a delay feature that if it's toggled on, you will not be able to operate your gear shift lever without buckling your seatbelt. Now I say this with a caveat because I always get this, well, just buckle your seatbelt. Well, if you're backing up a trailer and you're in and out a bunch and you aren't really moving anywhere, it's a pain. That's how you turn that bad boy off. The next feature you may not know existed is how to shut off your adaptive cruise control. Adaptive cruise control basically monitors your speed and your distance you have set with the vehicle in front of you. Well, Chevy gives the opportunity to run just a standard cruise control, just like old school. To do that, come over here while you're driving and you're getting ready to turn on the cruise. Push and hold this button. It won't do it for us right now, but you're going to hold it for about 6 seconds. You will get a message here on the screen, and it tells you now you're going to be in standard cruise control mode. It's always defaulted to adaptive cruise control, so if you shut the vehicle off, it will reset and go back to adaptive, but you will pop it up right there. Keep in mind that once you shut it off, it's not monitoring that gap, so it will be up to you then to be driving the vehicle 100% and monitoring your gap and your safe distance from other people. To turn it back on, push and hold this same button For about 6 seconds, you'll get the message to pop up there and tell you that it does that, and you are good to go. All right, so another feature that I really like, and we'll have 2 bonus features here at the end. This feature allows you to have your front forward cameras without actually having to use your actual camera icon here. So this icon right here allows you to toggle into your cameras. But what I will tell you is this happens because I back in almost every single place I go. So instead of having to toggle that on, all you have to do to get your front forward cameras, and they will stay on until 10 mile an hour. So if you're cruising real slow, like say under 10 through the camping area, or you're trailing or whatever, you can use this feature and it will stay on, and it gives you your 360 plus your forward. So all you have to do is go slowly past reverse, and bam, it'll leave those on. If you go super fast, it doesn't do this, but if you just go nice and slow, which I usually do, now you have your 360, your forward with your guidance lines already popped up, and your camera menu is already popped up too. So I like this especially because, well, you know, stuff gets stacked around the vehicle here and there, but then you can just move forward, and again, you can, as long as you're going under 10, keep those cameras up, and then they'll toggle back and revert back to your rear guidance. Of course, if you went back to reverse, it would do this. And if you have your camera delay on, your rear cameras will stay on if you're in reverse and then just go to drive. But if you go slowly past those, you can get those to kick on and stay on. The next feature, pretty cool, especially on hot summer days. You're at the lake, you're somewhere, you're getting to the point where you want to approach your vehicle, but you'd like to kind of get venting off. Well, your vehicle just might have remote unlocking window access. So using this bad boy, you can do it. Now, to check and see if you do have it, do this. Into your settings menu, scroll down till you hit vehicle, then scroll down here till you see remote lock unlock. Then you go down very almost to the bottom here where it says remote window operation. Click on that. It says when you use your remote key, you now can control power to your windows. See the owner's manual. I'm going to show you how to do it. Make sure it's toggled on. More than likely, if you have this screen, like an LT or above, or say an SLE or above with this larger screen, you might just have it. You'll find it the same as you did in the Sierra. So once that's on, guys, you're good to go. Let me show you how it works. So to make that work, all you're going to need is your key fob. You're going to press and hold the unlock, and that should remote roll down your windows. And just like that. Now, it's pretty cool. Like I said, you can vent off your vehicle just by doing that. Just keep in mind, if it's raining, might be a bad idea. Now, this next feature, you may know of it. I don't think it's new necessarily to Chevy, but a lot of people don't realize this. So you're the only one in the car. Somebody walked off the keys, but you decide to stay back. And man, it's boring sitting in the car without some tunes or listening to the radio. Well, guess what? Chevy gives the opportunity to actually run the radio. They've left the car. You don't have your key. Don't need to start the ignition or put it in accessory mode. Push and hold the thing for about a second. Not the thing, the volume knob. And although you can't change many features here, guys, you can at least listen to your tunes. So pretty cool feature here. Obviously I have my Bluetooth connected last, but no phone, no key needed, and you get at least 10 minutes of radio. So to shut it back off, just push and hold the button and it says bye-bye. Now this last feature, I guarantee you most of you don't know that it exists. And again, I've never seen it on a GM product. I don't remember seeing it on my 21, but maybe it's there. So I'm going to tell you about Chevy's after-run systems on their HD trucks. You probably didn't know that your HD truck is equipped with an engine cooling feature that may be required to run after a heavy towing event. So if you get this thing hotter than a biscuit, the truck has an after-run system that will keep the engine running, or it may even restart the engine for 10 to 15 minutes and run to ensure that the engine and all components are cooled off correctly. So just in case you just got done hauling and you can't get this thing to shut off, it's actually a built-in hidden feature that, well, it's not really hidden. They put it in the diesel supplement, but it's pretty cool. As always, I've told you guys, if you're hauling with any car, once you get it in towing, by the time you unhook, go slow, give it 5, 6, 7 minutes, especially on a turbo, for those components to cool off. You might think it's counterintuitive, especially on a hot summer day, to let that truck idle down, but I promise you it'll save your DPF. It'll help save your turbo and your cooling components and your engine long term by making sure you allow it to do it. Now, if you're just driving empty around town, give it 30 seconds to cool down, you're probably good. But anytime you're aggressively hauling or driving long distance, give it a minute or so. Hauling, give it some more time. I always let it just idle until I'm done unhooking and get everything done, and then I feel comfortable shutting it off. Now, as promised, I guess I'm going to give you 2 bonus features, or features you may not know existed on this bad boy. And one is how to actually change the system up so you can make it your own. Now, I have a long video on this, how to do exactly all of the setup on it, so you can check that out, but this is cool. So when you get in here, you might say, well, my icons don't look like this. How in the heck? Well, it's pretty dang easy, guys. You can go into your home screen here, and you can find an icon that you want, push and hold, pull it over here, drop it there, it moves it out. Then you can actually move any of these icons that you want. Me, I find that I actually like my camera right here, but if you want your camera at the top, your home button at the top, click, hold till it lights up, and then you can just bounce it to wherever you want. Very, very cool feature. Long video over on the channel, so go check that out. Then last but not least, if you have a more up-trim Sierra or Silverado and it has memory features on the door right here, well, then you've probably seen this button right here. If you're aware of GM trucks, they used to call it ease of access type thing, and you could turn it on in your system. Well, now it gives the opportunity to also have it so it doesn't do it all the time, and you use that button. So what you'll do is adjust your driver's seat to wherever it helps you get in and out of this pickup, and then you'll come over to the door, you'll hit set, and hit that button. That's exactly what that button is. So if you don't want to have it turned on full time, so it's always moving out, crushing people's feet or crushing your stuff in the back seat, you can actually just have this button set to wherever you find it most applicable to get in and out of the truck. So that was a pretty quick video just showing you guys some stuff you may not have known or you were wondering about. And so I always do kind of like a hidden feature kind of thing, just a real quick. If you want more in-depth video, you can comment in this video, or you can go over to the channel. More than likely, I might have already made one similar to that for you, and you can check that out. As always, guys, appreciate you guys being here, and I'm going to catch you on the next one.